Yeah, first run this morning out on the water. I was very nervous because this is the tightest venue I've ever ridden the bike in, but we had 2 successful runs and just stoked to be part of the Sydney Motorcycle Show this year. Yeah, it's a proud moment for me. I've been working on this bike for 5 years. We've been in Triple X, been all over the world riding it, and to be here in Darling Harbour, my home, my birth town, it's just a very special moment. I'm kind of just very proud of the hard work it's been. There's been times where I've given up on this thing, and I'm stoked that I saw through the uncertainty, and now we have something that works great, and we proved it today.
Oh, g'day folks, we're down here with Robbie Maddison. He's just done his ride across the water. Now, I've been a skipper on Sydney Harbour for 20 years, Robbie, but this is a whole new way to see Sydney Harbour. What made you come up with this sort of an idea?
Just my passion for water. You know, I grew up surfing, grew up on the south coast. I'm a water boy. I married a wakeboarding girl, and her brother was world wakeboard champion. And I saw him bow surfing one day, and I just had this vision of if he can ride behind a boat without, you know, touching or getting pulled. Just the way the water moves just fascinated me and made me kind of stumble across this concept.
That's an awesome idea. So how did this sort of experience compare to Chaupu when you did it over there?
Well, obviously the risk is probably less, but I don't want to go for a swim. You know, there's probably going to be a lot of people packed in here on the weekend, and obviously then with the media going live across the nation, it was heart was in my mouth. I just wanted to be successful for the promoter, and to make it was really cool. So I'm sure they're on a high. It's a good start for the Sydney Motorcycle Show, and hopefully we do some perfect runs this weekend and I stay dry.
Awesome, man. And I noticed when you came back in on your second run, you actually said you were really pumped and you were shaking and really feeling the adrenaline.
Yeah, I mean, the first run out there, it was all the unknown, and once I came back on, I knew the second run, it was really sketchy getting off here, and getting back on was daunting. So on the water, it was all good. As long as I kept my edge, I was good. But lining up for this ramp, it's so narrow, it's hard to line it up. And when I went onto the water, actually, there's a plywood under here. I got on the side of the plywood and it nearly slid me out. So it's touch and go.
Yeah,
but a couple of successful runs. When I got back on, like you said, the second time there, heart was pounding. I had the shakes, but it's not life risking, but it's just a lot on the. I just don't want to let people down.
Awesome, man. And just finally, just tell us about the modifications you've made to your bike here.
Well, yeah, obviously we mounted the 2 skis on here. We've been playing with designs. I've been, 5 years of trial and error. There's no one really with answers on what to do. There's a lot of people with good input, like Jimmy Redmond, who designed the first wakeboard, and Mike Murphy, who designed the hydrofoil, or the air chair, I should say. But guys from jet ski companies, from Freeform. I've just consulted with a lot of people and talked about this idea over and over and over, and thought about it and played with it, tested it, got the feel of it, and eventually it hasn't really evolved too much in the look of it, but the design of it and how it all performs, it's very precise. And yeah, finally we figured out how to make it go that slow. Like in the start, I used to have to hit the water 5th gear wide open, and I just had to keep it pinned, and it could never consistently hold a plane. But now, as you've seen, I can ride around there pretty slow and maintain a plane. So pretty stoked that we've achieved it.
Awesome, yeah, it's an amazing thing, Robbie. Thanks for your time, mate, and good luck for the rest of the show.
Thanks, brother. Can you swim?
Yeah, I can. Not with them.
It's going to be an awesome weekend. Sydney Motorcycle Show has a huge floor here with all the latest bikes, from scooters, ATVs, everything's on display. You've got shows going all day. Jack Field's out here, the freestyle motocross team. There's people can come and test ride bikes, so there's a lot of cool stuff going on. I'll be riding the bike at midday. Just stoked to be a part of it and be part of motorcycling and celebrating here in Sydney.